are officially underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing is Hurts. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round one of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in it as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. But he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Boston Scott. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team. But he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Sanders. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Wilson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 42 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here's Scott to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They go play action with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 6. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Singleton, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. A handoff for Gibson. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Check, 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 check.
Now Wilson. Thomas brings it in. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there for Washington.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
42, Mike 42, check, check, Mike 42. Good track.
Wilson. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 24, check 24. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Gibson again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Scott to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On first down, Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Switch.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Come on, boys. Come on. Okay,
13 yards remaining on second down.
I got you, boy. Switch. Grace don't travel. You don't want no.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 26 yards on the play there, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how different